Hello everyone, I'm back on my channel. Welcome to those who are new. HM Cyclist here, and those who waits on my videos. I'm back, and this time there's no mechanical thing. All you will see for today are the rides that we did, and I was busy lately because of our ride, so there's no mechanical things that I'll be doing so far. So this one is the ride was Lac Brome, the starting point, and we go pass by on Mount Sutton to climb, and this is the most longest and steepest climb that I did so far this year. The total is 1600 meters of elevation on one ride. So this is a total of 108 kilometers in total. And the other thing is, we have the young gun here, Nico Libario, which is I beat. So if you want to know why I beat him, I'll tell you the story later on. So you need to stick with me, and we have to cut this video here because I know it's blurry, and I didn't realize that the fog went in and went on the lens of my GoPro. So I need to skip on this one and continue with the next video. Here's the fog that I'm talking about. That's the thing that covers my lens. So on here on our way, we pass on Bolton East, and we stop by here to take a photo at what we call the New Zealand, because on the other side there are some like cows and uh, like some animals that you will see on along the way. So on the climb there's a Bro Sherwin, Bro Darius, and Nico there, and here is we're in the middle of the climb. So this far is like the climb will be like 500 meters range going on this uphill. So on this one, Bro Sherwin is there, so he have some difficulties on climbing. So but I know he's okay. I go in front of him and go for the pull, so that at least he can go with my momentum, and at least we can catch up with those two guys there in the front. It's Bro Darius and Nico, but they didn't look behind. So I was yelling there, I think, and saying that go go go. We're almost there on the top, but unfortunately we're not be able to catch those two guys there in our front. So we just have to catch up when we reach the downhill, and hopefully they have for the bit of a stop so that we can catch them by. This is the second steep climb that we have along the way, and as we follow those two guys in our front, we are able to, we didn't catch them up. They made a stop on the low side before the third climb, so we catch them up there. But this one is totally steep, and I don't want to put my full energy because this is just start of the climb. I know on Mount Sutton we have something there. The steepest one that we have is the 600 6 kilometers far. So as you see here, this is the story that I'm telling you about. It was Nico Libarios doing the pull here, and I'm the one who's following him. So the other two, Bro Darius and Bro Sherwin, were left behind because there are some like a few climbs there, and they stick with each other. So the two of us, Nico and me, are keep on pulling on each other But this most of the police was Nico. So this was the story that I'm telling you about on what happens, and you see how it goes later on. So as you see here, I think we're like cruising around 60 to 65 kilometers an hour here. And before the start of the climb, you will see it later. So this is a bit of climb here. We push, we keep our momentum and keep on pushing there. And you see it's flat now, flat. So all the way, go there. Then the start of a bit of the climb. Then we need to shift. So from there, start shifting, Nico shifting, go on the lower gear, go on the lower ropes, drop. Na drop. It's change drop because actually is on our first stop before there's something happens on its derailleur. I just realized it was out of alignment, and that's the problem that I didn't see. So from that we continue. So this is our picture, regroup, and we did a 10 minutes break there. After the break, here again, pull again. It's Nico again. It's we're always sticking each other, and Bro Darius of course and Bro Sherwin sticks together also. You need to have somebody on the group, or even though you're out of the group, there should be somebody with you just in case it might happen to you. Then at least there'll be somebody who will assist you just in case. And for this I was following Nico, and this is all flat, so we're the one we're pulling each other, but Nico is the one who's most pulling it off. And after I'll go for the switch, but he's the most one pulling it. So kudos to Nico, and he always do the pulling. So every time we just have to conserve energy. Then it's my turn after, at least still have some energy to pull, then pull again with Nico. So we switch, so we go from there and go straight. This is the one of the steepest climb that we did. This is, I think, the fourth climb that we have. So if you see here, I'm just alone here because unfortunately Nico dropped his chain again, and he said go go go, just wait for me on the top. So I go ahead, and I'm not worried about Nico because Bro Sherwin and Bro Darius are there in the back, which they will catch him up. And it's just a simple mechanical thing for Nico, chain drop. And unfortunately I cannot do anything on his derailleur because it's the hanger that was been misaligned. So I didn't touch his mechanical thing. It's SRAM red, and that when you touch it, it's hard to put it back, and we're on the ride, so it is better to fix it out of the ride so that at least it will be more sure. And that I know he just have to change the hanger and have to double check on what are the other things that need to be fixed, but I'm 100% sure it is his derailleur, because if you see the alignment between the chain and the derailleur is off. When you go on his highest gear, I think his highest gear was 30. He was touching the spokes of his wheel set, so that's not good, and it should be fixed soon. So by this, I'm going on my pace and climbing, and as reserving my energy as I continue on pedaling by. So later on I'll be catching up somebody in the mid part. And I'll tell you the story on. There's a funny thing that happens there. Some of cyclists I see they are coming out. Some of them are like the here in Quebec. Usually cyclists go out around 8 9 o'clock in the morning, but as we did it early, we started at 6:30 in the morning, so that less humidity, because we know it's this our temperature is at 36 degrees Celsius, and it's hot already. And if you're outside and you stop pedaling, you will feel it. It's hard to maintain your breathing if you have that 36 degrees Celsius in your weather, and with the body heat also, so keep on hydrated. So this I'm going on the climb. This is a long climb. I know this is like around 3 kilometers of climb on this. So I'm starting there from the bottom. So I'm running for around 3 minutes now. You keep on shifting there because it's getting more like stiffer, and more on like putting on my weight there, and just continue on pedaling. So this is the thing that you need to hold on, especially when it's like this. There's a climb that's so steep. Don't put your full power there, or else you will get bonk and you will stop in the middle, or you can stop there and then start pedaling after. If something else that if ever there's like a cramping on your legs, then that's hard to fix. It's no matter what, you have to stop and check for yourself. Then for this, hydrate more, drink a lot of water, and of course you have to maintain your pace so that you keep on going. Rather go slow, but surely you can reach the top, rather than going fast but in the middle you will end up there, then you won't made it up to the top. So by this, I'm just going on my own pace, and I'm looking on my back for if something, maybe Nico is catching me up. That's what I'm thinking. So I was keep on pushing there. Now if you see here are the guys that I catch up on the climb. It's two of them. So on the left, I think it's a strong rider, but the other side on the right is the one who's taken care of. As I told you earlier, you should be someone riding with you, especially like this steep climb. At least if there's something else that might happen, there's somebody who will assist you. So they're talking each other there, and you see the guy on the right. He's standing up, and he's a heavy rider. He's bigger than the guy wearing the red one. So I overtake on them, and this is the funny part. You will see on the climb, once I reach the corner there, you will see later who are the ones waiting for those two gentlemen there. And as you see, I'm more closer there, so they're not that far, but these are the ones who are waiting for them. So there's another two cyclists that going on making a U-turn there. And as you see up there, you see them, those two are ladies. Those are the ladies beaten by those gentlemen there. So I was laughing to myself that oh my, these two ladies are strong. They're the one who went on the climb first before those two guys. So kudos to those ladies there. Then later on as you continue the video, you will see again. So the two ladies came back to the two gentlemen there, and later on the continuation of this video, you will see the two ladies again. Now as we continue on the video, and let me tell you a story here. I was waiting for Nico. So you see my head there. I was checking on the video and want to see who will come first there. I'm thinking is Nico is the next second to me on this climb, but unfortunately there's somebody came out first before Nico. So while waiting in here, we'll see who's the one who will show up first. The thing is, the story that I was telling you earlier was the continuation of this one. If you see, it's Bro Darius. He's the one who followed me. It's just a few seconds. I think like I'm just ahead 20 seconds, and he was like complaining about maybe he will cramp, and I think those, see there, there's the two ladies there again who passed by. Then they came back to those two gentlemen there, and they went for a climb again, but they passed by again. So if we wait for a few seconds, the two gentlemen left behind will be passing by after. So as I continue my story, the go to Saturn here, and Nico stayed in the bottom because he said his derailleur is not shifting anymore, and he cannot because I know his lowest gear is will end up only up to 23. If he goes up more than that, his chain will drop. So, and this is the longest climb, that part of the route, and this is the 6 kilometers that I'm talking about. So from this we start on the climb, and from the bottom there on Saturn, going to Mount Saturn on the peak, top of the or on the end of the road. The end of this is the ski destination for if there's like if it's on winter, on snow days, people come by here to do the skiing. And this part, if we pass by or pass on that Mount Saturn, we go all the way on the top. On the most highest of that is the trail. I think that's more on like for walking, trekking around. I don't know how long will be the walkway there. Maybe there's around, I think around 12 kilometers or more than that, because it's a big area. If you see here, this is the one of the steepest climb. So we keep on doing our pace. Bro Darius is in my back. Bro Sherwin was left behind, and because I know Bro Sherwin was a bit heavier this year, so his disadvantage is weight. So the disadvantage of a heavy rider is on the climb. No matter how high the ratio that you can put, it's hard if you go for a climb. So for the climb, all you have to carry is your weight. And for the weight, you should have like less than the one, or else you have to double your power. But when you double your power, you might end up on getting bonk after. So you need to balance those two. If you're a heavy rider, you need to take care of your ratio on the climb. If you're on the flat, you're okay because you're pushing on with your ratio there. But here, there's more on higher on the ratio, and you will end up on bonking, and you won't be able to finish the whole route for sure. So this, you need to balance those two. That's the disadvantage of a heavy rider. So some of the mostly of the riders are thin. If you see those thin or those smaller riders, they're the one, it's their advantage on the climb because they're lighter. So here's the one that we did on the pick with Bro Darius, because Bro Sherwin was lost. He went down right away and he didn't see us. Here are three. If you see here, you see there, Nico, me, and Bro Sherwin are a bit shiny, and Nico, not because he didn't climb, he's not sweating in there. So we did our last stop there, and this is the end of the loop that we did for the route. And as you see here, I'm not advancing here. I was left behind because what happened is when we stopped to Sutton, I was actually Nico who asked for the Coke with Bro Sherwin. So I asked for the Coke also. And the thing is, when Bro Sherwin went out, he had the not the Coke in can. It was Coke in a bottle. I think that's a 500 ml, I think, or the 300 one. But I said I cannot finish that one. But the thing is, I was like, I don't want to waste the Coke. So I didn't think that instead of wasting it, I should put it on my water bottle. But I didn't think of that. So I gulped everything and drink. So after that, when we went back on riding, oh boy, I cannot breath anymore. So I was catching up my breath, and I cannot put more pedaling stroke on my legs are okay, and my body are still okay, but the breathing, I cannot catch up my breath. So uh, breath is just like a part of your VO2 max. So once your breathing is affected, everything will be affected after. Those muscles are still responding, but your breathing is not. So the heart rate will be affected also. So this, as you see, I'm slowly climbing there. So this is misfortunate for me. Too bad that I decided to drink that Coke. But at least I finished the route all the way back. There's only 11 kilometers left on this route. So I'll be fine on that. That's all for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.